It was like a human.
Just gonna take a picture of it.
And then a monster.
Yeah.
What's this?
Is the parent DNA strand, okay? Red is the parent DNA strand.
You rule the government?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right here, you have helicase, okay?
Empty center.
Helicase is going to unzip the parent DNA strand, which is how you get this big bubble, which is called the replication bubble, where replication happens. So it constantly unzips the DNA strand until it gets to the end and then it just falls off. Yeah. It gets recycled. So this is helicase. And over here,
there's another version of me, but
we have another enzyme called topoisomerase.
And it was a couple years later,
and it relieves the stress of pushing the DNA strand into a bubble like this. So it doesn't fall apart. Now when the two parent strands are pushed apart, they naturally want to form back together because of the bonds down there. So you have little
Lost soul.
circle things that are called single-stranded binding proteins. So that they don't come back together. If that makes sense. Okay. Now, since the parent strand is already divided up into a bubble, we need to start the actual replication. Which you know that, you remember that C pairs with G and T pairs with A and all that stuff? Okay, well, it's going to do that. This. So primase is going to lay down a primer, which is going to be here. Okay. So this is the primer, and say this is primase. And the primase lays down a primer so that the DNA polymerase 3, which is another enzyme that's in charge of laying down the nucleotides for the new strand, so that it knows which direction it's going, because it needs something to start off with, and that's what the primer does. I forgot to label the sides, so say this is 5 prime, this is 3 prime. They always run in opposite directions, FYI. And then this primer is 5 prime, 3 prime. And DNA polymerase is going to go through, I don't have another color, I'll just use black.
Use orange.
Orange?
Yep.
Where do you see the orange?
Look up.
It's going to start building right here because it always builds from 5 to 3. Since this is the 3 side, it's going to build all the way. Oh, that's not. Needs to follow it. It's going to build all the way until it reaches the next replication bubble, because there are multiple replication bubbles going on at the same time. Okay? And this strand that goes from 5 to 3 is called the leading strand, because it's the one that's made first. Okay?
Okay.
On this side, you have the lagging strand, because it's made afterwards, and it's made of Okazaki fragments, which are just a bunch of nucleotides that are broken off from other DNA strands. So they don't look like this. The strands are. And the DNA polymerase is the one that puts down these nucleotides for both of them. And this is going to keep going until it meets the leading strand of the
next one.
of the opposite replication because it's a replication bubble and then another replication bubble and then another replication bubble. And then the primer needs to be taken out because that's just a temporary thing. So DNA, what color did I use? DNA polymerase 1 is in charge of taking out the primer and replacing it with more nucleotides like this. It's also the proofreader, so it's going to go all along the DNA track and take out the primers, and then it's also going to take out anything that's wrong with it. So if a adenine paired with a guanine, which is not supposed to do, it would change the guanine to a thymine.
Editor, pretty much me. You're the one who just lays it down, and on the DNA polymerase one.
Yeah, pretty much. And also remember that this is happening on this side as well. I'm just showing you one side, but it's on
They're
this side as
reflected.
well. What?
It's reflected. It's
Yeah,
symmetrical.
except it's complementary. So the lagging strand would be on this side, and the leading strand would be
Just
on
as
this
the
side.
opposites. The
Yeah.
3 and the 5 and the 5 and the 3.
And that's it.
Yay!
You have to remember that there are multiple replication bubbles.
Yeah, and they're all in sync.
They're not in sync.
No?
Mm-mm. It doesn't all happen at the same time. It happens at their own pace.
That's
so
good.
You can have another replication bubble on this side that's just getting its primer, while this one's putting down the Okazaki fragments. And it's called Okazaki fragments since Okazaki is the person who found them, figured it out. So
I was figuring that one.
that's it with replication. And then I guess tomorrow we'll do transcription. Are you good? Can I erase it?
Mm-hmm. Class 101 with Taryn Pastore.
We'll do transcription and translation tomorrow since my test is Wednesday.